Hi everyone, it's Melissa from the Hug Strap. I'm here today to teach you how to play I Can't Stand It by Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. This is probably a good song for somebody who's at least at the advanced beginner / intermediate level. It does not have complicated chords, but the rhythm can be a little tricky if you are still kind of just getting used to transitioning between chords. So you'll want to go to the description box where you'll find a free downloadable PDF tab so you can follow along with me. I'm also throwing chords up in the corner. You'll want to also hit like and subscribe so that you don't miss any videos from this channel, and I would really appreciate it because it helps me grow my channel, which is nice because eventually YouTube will give me some money for all this work I do. Yay! Anyway, it's basically one main riff with a slight variation for the chorus, and it starts with a D and then a G, C. So for on the D part, we're going to be doing a down, down, up, up, down strum. And then I'm going to show you a simplified version of the riff and then a slightly trickier version if you want to do that. So let's start with the simplified version, which would be down, down, up, up, down. Then go to your G, 2 down strums, then to the C, 2 down strums. So when you play it in time, it would be down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Now, that works fine, sounds good, all that stuff. If you want to add a little bit of an embellishment to it, this is the trickier, fancier version, where you would still do the down, down, up, down strum for the D, but when you get to that G, you're going to do down, up, and then C, down, up. And what I add that makes it a little bit different is, I believe I've talked about this before, I usually mention it to people. A lot of times when ukulele players start, people tell them to use 1 finger or 2 fingers for the strumming, which is fine, and it sounds really good for slower songs that are not rock songs. But I find with rock songs, I want it to sound as percussive as possible because I'm the only instrument playing, and I want it to have that same kind of rhythmic feel that you get when you listen to it. I don't want it to sound like it's kind of a watered down version. Exactly, for that reason. So I usually use all 4 of my fingers so I get it to be as loud as possible. So when I go to do the strum, I kind of fan out my fingers almost like it's a flamenco style strum, and I start with my index finger, then middle ring, pinky, and I go across all the strings. So that's one way I make it a little bit different. So this is what it sounds like. So it would be. So if you watch my hand, you can see how I'm kind of doing that little fan strum in the beginning part of it just to make it sound a little bit different. But when you slow it down, it's basically and then down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and that's all it is. I'm just speeding it up. So you can play either version. Let's start with the intro, where we're going to do it 2 times, and then we're going to go into the verse, which is the same riff. So. First part of the chorus, it's again very similar, and it's a little more similar to that first simplified strum that I showed you. You can also, if you want to kind of replicate what Lou Reed's doing on his guitar in the song, is instead of doing the down, 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 up, down strum for the chord of D, for that first part of it, you could actually just do down strums. It would be. So we would do, I can't stand it anymore. The pattern we were doing before, and it's going to be an F, C, D, G, C. So, but if baby just come back, it'll be alright. Yeah, baby, just come back, it'll be alright. Come on, baby. Now we're going to keep that same strum pattern for the second verse. I live with 13 dead cats. Dog that wears spats. They're all living out in the hall, and I can't stand it anymore now. I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand it anymore. But if baby just that same pattern 3 more times for the instrumental, and over that there's a lead part which you can skip, or you can see if you can try to learn it. I'm not tabbing it out right now, but if you have somebody else playing with you who can play lead, they can kind of make up their own if they like. So anyway, we're just doing D, G, C 3 times in a row. So it's... is just the kind of outro. They just keep repeating this over and over again. In the tab that I gave you, it has it listed as 8 times, but I think it might even go on a little bit longer, and it just kind of fades out into the recording. So do it for however long you feel is necessary, but it's just going to be D and G. So it would be, can't stand it, I 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 can't stand it, oh, I can't stand it, I can't stand it, I can't stand it, can't stand it. And then you can figure out how you want to end that song, because like I said, they rolled it on through, so you might want to try just maybe repeating the I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand it anymore. And then you can end on a D. Or maybe if you want to do I can't stand it, I can't stand it, I can't stand it, I can't stand it. Then you can end it that way too. So I'll leave that part up to you, little artistic license, however you want to finish off that song. One thing I should note is that in the lyrics, I'm going by what's on the Google Music Match lyrics that the distributor or the whoever manages all of his masters and information submitted to the distributor. And in it, it says, if baby would just come back. However, if you listen to the recording, I hear him say, if Candy would just come back. He has a lot of songs about ladies that just keep popping up all the time. Candy was in there, I think, for a couple of his songs. So feel free to say whichever you want. It might be that he even says Candy in like one chorus, and the second one he says baby, but whatever. So I've just put in baby, just so you know. Leave me any comments or questions that you have. Thank you so much for listening and watching and subscribing. That really does mean a lot to me, and I'm so excited that we're over 500 subscribers. And if there's anything you're dying to learn, please let me know. I try and specialize in songs that I can't usually find a ukulele version of. And I do actually have a queue of a few songs I'm working on for people. So if you're one of those people who's asked me for something a couple of times, it's in my queue. I'm working on it. I will get to it soon. All right. Take care. Have a good one.